Gracias. Gracias, Chartier, in inglés. Good morning. I apologize that my Spanish is not good enough to make a presentation. But I thought I would take this opportunity, and I'm not from South or Central or the Caribbean, I'm from Canada, but I just wanted to inform you that in Peru in April 11th and 12th, we had the 5th Indigenous Leaders Summit of the Americas, sponsored by the Assembly of First Nations and the Métis Nation. And I'm actually the president of the Métis Nation. And there, after about 10 years of organizing efforts, we formed the American Council of Indigenous Peoples. And we are looking in 2020 to have a larger General Assembly with more representation from every country where there are Indigenous peoples in the Americas and the Caribbean. This time we only have several delegates, not representative of everyone, but enough to move forward on this first next step. The secretary is Brooklyn Rivera from Nicaragua. The vice president is Hugo Takuri from Peru, and at the current time I'm the interim president of the organization. Between now and 2020 we will be consulting broadly to form a constitution for the new council. And for those that are aware, from 1975 to 1997 we had the World Council of Indigenous Peoples. Now the indigenous world is much too large, so we're just forming an Indigenous Leaders Organization of the Americas. So it's very important work that we're going to be undertaking. Part of the reason is we need to get more space within the Organization of American States. At the current time, the United Nations has open space. We've worked on this, some of us, since 1982, right at the beginning. So we do have some space. We're looking for greater space in the General Assembly, but right now in the Organization of American States, where we live, we don't really have any space at all. They expect us to join as part of civil society, but for the last 15 years, whenever we go, we say no, we're not part of civil society, we're Indigenous peoples and nations, and that's who we represent. And so that's one of the big fights we need to undertake. This year, the Organization of American States, for their General Assembly, has opened the door a little bit for Indigenous peoples and nations. Now we don't have to register as civil society. It's posted as of this week on the website that you can simply write a letter and say which people you're with, which community, and you can register to attend the General Assembly of the OES taking place June 3rd to the 4th in Washington, D.C. For those that can make it, I would certainly encourage you to go. Our executive will be going to that assembly. And of course, we know in 2016, the OES adopted the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. We still have Canada and the United States that haven't signed on. We're lobbying Canada to become part of it. I'm not sure if they will. And last year, the OES General Assembly adopted a plan of action. And so unless we get involved and we press them forward, they may not follow up too much. Mexico has been doing a good job in advocating, both for the declaration and for the plan of action. So we're looking for them for leadership on this within the General Assembly. And finally, as I stated, I'm from Canada. Last weekend, our Minister of International Trade, Minister Champagne, announced that he's going to be organizing an Indigenous Entrepreneurs Trade Mission. And I've been talking to him about it, so we hope to have a trade mission to South and Central America so that we can start opening trade as amongst our peoples. So I just wanted to say that. And in the past, we did have an Indigenous Peoples Participation Program, which the Conservative government cut out, but we're lobbying the Canadian government now to re-establish that so we can have exchanges and projects between the Indigenous people in Canada and in South and Central America. So thank you for the opportunity.